Leaking?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
We want to see the waterhole of the Namib Horses. Well, good morning everybody. No, good morning. Yeah, we are back on the road. We slept at Chris for a couple of days. It was lovely. And now we are on our way, mostly tar, well actually only tar today. We're going all the way down to Lüderitz, which is at the coast. Or at least that's the plan. And there's a couple of stops along the way, which I think is going to be interesting. And apparently Lüderitz is also a very, very, very pretty town. So I'm actually quite looking forward to it. So the wind is going to pick up later today. So we're going to try to be there before about like 3 o'clock. But we will see if we make that. But first things first. We need petrol, because the next petrol station is 200 kilometers away.
Let's go. Right there. It is a nice church.
Yeah, those old churches are beautiful there. So we all filled up. Well, when I filled up, I was still full. We just used the fuel bladder on me, because we're not going to use it today, and the fuel bladder was still full. So we just emptied it, save some weight. And then now we can finally get going. It's supposed to also gradually get colder. So actually I think it's about a 10 or 15 degree difference between here and Lüderitz. So it's gonna gradually get colder as we get there, which is nice.
I'm very excited for that. It's already 29 degrees.
Oh, you wouldn't say so. It's actually still quite cool, but it's probably because of the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Lüderitz, 335 kilometers. Just quickly want to check, because there's it actually looks like a lot. So
when I saw that the shock was leaking,
No, I just saw it down here. It's at the bottom. It's some water here, and I mean there's no water here. Well, it looked like water or some fluid, and so I just wanted to see, and it looks like the seal of my shock it's leaking, but it's not a train smash. It's not like the end of the world. It's also actually an easy fix. You pull the shock, take it out, throw new oil in, and put a new seal in. And so it's not I just want to see.
Is it easy to get a seal?
Well, yeah, it's normally not a difficult thing. And sometimes it is not even, you don't even have to replace the seal. Sometimes it's just cleaning, it's just what I'm doing now, is just to clean, yeah. And just to see, because sometimes it's just a little bit of dirt that's stuck there, It's not always necessary. It's not a lot that came out. Well, I don't even know. Not 100% sure, so that's just why I'm now cleaning, just to see. Alright, so we just cleaned, I just cleaned the shock. It's just a fork, and I'm not sure if it was oil. It looked like there's a little bit of oil that's leaking out there, but I cleaned it now nicely, and just cleaned up with a little piece of paper just to see if there's any sand inside. It's now clean, so now when we're riding we will stop later on, and then I will be able to see if there's actually oil leaking out. Yeah, it's, you can see the shock is now nice and clean. Even if it is if it's a seal, then it is just taking the fork out, opening it up, refilling it, like throwing all the oil out, putting new oil in, and putting new O-rings in. It's not a,
Not a big deal.
No, look, it's look, it's not going to make the bike not run.
As long as it doesn't damage it if you just ride like that.
No, it won't damage it. It is just my handling might be affected, braking might be affected, comfort might be affected, and but I mean it's nothing to do with the engine or
Okay.
But
Whenever you're ready.
yeah.
All of a sudden again wind.
I was standing. There was a very strong wind from the front.
It's the first time I actually see sand dunes.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna see lots of them, but for me it's the first time. Yeah, in Namibia. We haven't really seen sand dunes yet. Everything is just flat, open spaces. And then of course we have the Fissure Canyon, but that is also, it's not really sand dunes still.
Yeah. Well, we are making our way towards the desert now. So the closer we get to Lüderitz, we're gonna see desert.
So Lüderitz is actually known for the ghost town. So you see a lot of photos of Namibia of like an abandoned town, and it's get taken over by the desert, like there's sand everywhere in the houses and everything. So that is at Lüderitz, and that's where we're going. It is actually from Keetmanshoop, it's actually quite a straight tar road all the way there, and you don't really have that many options. So yeah, that is very that's where we headed. We really want to see that, and apparently there's some other nice things to see and do in Lüderitz as well. And on the Star Road is also the place where the desert horses, the wild horses from Namibia, are actually living. So we don't know if we can see them, but we are going to try it. Yeah, it's just after, what is it called? Aus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just after Aus, which is about halfway, a little bit over halfway, I think. Just after that is a little dirt road, or a rocky road apparently, to the right, and that leads to the waterhole. Now, maybe we are lucky, because it hasn't really been raining yet. We had like 5 mil last night, but that is not really going to change anything. So if we are lucky, there might be hanging around the waterhole. But that is a maybe. But we're just going to try it. So that is something we want to see along the way. And then in Lüderitz we want to go to the ghost town, but that will be only tomorrow morning maybe. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm actually quite excited to see it.
Well, let's see what we're dealing with. Let's hold our thumbs.
Leaking?
Yep.
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
Do you need to replace that seal?
Yep, I need to replace the seals and the oil.
Okay, let's see what you can do in Lüderitz.
Won't be able to do it in Lüderitz. Well, maybe I can do it there, but I'll have to order those seals and the oil. So maybe let's see what we can get there. And always once we get there, I can phone Chris and I can just see. But anyway, let's carry on.
Okay.
But yeah, I won't. If the bike was light, I would say it's not a problem. Because the bike is heavy with all the luggage and stuff. If we're gonna do off-road with that, that's not gonna be fun.
Okay, now it's look, this is at least a nice town to stay. We will see. Maybe Chris, he has KTMs, so maybe he has a quick solution to get sealed. Even if we need to stay in Lüderitz for a couple of days or a week or so, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can always, maybe he can arrange for it to go that way if he has it, or if it's easy to get it to his house.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just take this little one and you go and patch it.
No, I mean I can just ride it back to him. I mean,
Okay, well, let's see. It's the first time that something happens. So
yeah. I can look at it. This is not a really major thing.
it's fine. This area is beautiful.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
see the ostriches there?
Yeah.
Okay, so left here.
There's a very small town of out. We'll stop at the petrol station.
Yeah. That's all where we can go.
I don't know, that's all, but they have a general dealer there up front.
Okay.
Let's see, where can I park?
Well, you can
But it's not. Huh?
you can actually just park here because there's just tires here. This pump is not working.
Buddy.
Well, let's go see if we can see some horses.
Welcome to the national park!
Look at how the landscape's changed, eh? Like Chris told us, you go through that cattle grid and then you're in the desert.
Yes.
Get it off! On the right! There's trees.
Oh, there!
There's the wild horses. Don't know if you guys can see them. Woo! We found them. And there's another one. The little black dots.
I think there they just crossed the road.
Yeah.
They're a little bit late, but
Hey, there's more coming.
such a beautiful picture with the mountains in the background, a little bit of clouds.
That's beautiful.
Sandy.
If I'm correct, that's the waterhole there, that building. But there's nothing there.
Let's just go there and see. I mean, it's not far, it's a kilometer.
Yeah.
I hope it's not too sandy, actually. It's a little bit sandy. It's pretty thick sand, eh?
Yeah. Oh,
but it is 1 kilometer and we want to see the waterhole of the Namib Horses. So we're just gonna do this. Luckily it's only like 1 kilometer, so.
Right guys, this is the waterhole.
We just wanted to leave and they're on their way.
Never have I ever had a scratch like that.
Niet rennen.
That's somebody.
Kijk.
There goes Kissy's friend. What did you call him?
He doesn't have a name yet.
He's your black stallion. Black beauty.
Alright, so Kissy and Mouse, they have survived the black stallion of the Namib desert. Made best friends. Now we have to go through that sandy bit, but this was worth it.
That was very cool. Back through the sand in the middle of the day when the sand is very soft. Bye now. Alright, we are back at the road. You ready?
Look at this desert, it's insane.
Look at Kissy go. She makes dust even on tar.
I see the ocean!
Woohoo! We made it back to the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, good. I almost went off the road.
I saw in the mirrors.
I'm just gonna take it easy, we're almost there. Okay, let's slow down. 60. We made it to Lüderitz. Yeah, let's go to that engine garage.
Alright.
I know the house is somewhere there. If I understood it correctly. I don't know.
So Chris gave us a contact of a friend of his that where we could stay, and they were happy to have us, but we just need to phone them. We have no idea where they live.
Right, so we contacted the people where we're staying. Heinz and Wendy. And yeah, so he gave me directions. Julle laaste stuk was Werner Alphankennis.
Hi, Sissy.
Ja, Jessie, toe ons hierdie laaste 60 kilometer. Nou, het was rof geweest. Ja, het was rof geweest. Ek het daar gesit en die fiets het so gelê en dan sit jy met ja. Dit gaan hier so.